This is the story of how I died. Killing every zombie in Castor Woods was the biggest challenge I'd ever attempted, and to try and do it all in one life without dying was near to impossible. But I tried to do just that. I survived the National Park, Recreation Island, Old Town and the farmlands, returning each of those areas to the survivors that once called them home. Castor Woods was now 4,340 zombies safer than it had been since the start of the outbreak. But this story couldn't go on like this forever, and soon, death would even catch up with me, too. So, this is the story of how I died, and it all started on a rainy morning in the industrial zone. Oh man. We got up to so much yesterday. The weather today is awful. That's ridiculous. My plan for the day is to continue on with this quest line because I really would like to unlock the grapple hook and also to do another Chimera fight just so I can have the ability to actually control my beast meter. So that's my first goal. Hopefully I'll finish all of that within some kind of reasonable time today that I can actually go back to... I haven't even decided yet whether it's the villa area or the industrial area and actually start properly clearing them out. I still wasn't sure at this point how close I was to receiving the grapple hook, but I was pretty sure that I was very close to the next Chimera fight, which would give me a huge upgrade. So even though the weather was awful, I was determined to get a lot done today. Starting with heading to the E&F plant in the industrial zone where the Baron's men had been manufacturing the Chimera chemicals. Along the way, I actually avoided killing any zombies entirely until I finally reached the plant.
Olivia, the Baron's guards are here. The main entrance is a no-go. I'm gonna find another way in.
And this is where my overconfidence today began, and that would ultimately lead to disaster later on. Rather than taking Kyle's advice and finding another way inside, I decided it would just be easier to wipe out every soldier standing in my way. And to be fair, I wasn't wrong. So it turned out that even with everyone dead, you still can't go through the front door. So I would need to take the usual route up to the rooftop. But first, I took a quick stop at the nearby safe zone where I upgraded my tennis racket to level 9, as well as the Elite and the Chupaga. Now with much more powerful weapons in my arsenal, I was ready for whatever was ahead. Okay, I've been here, I've done this before, so it should be fairly easy. Quite some time ago now, I had already climbed this building while unlocking the safe zone. So I already knew exactly what to do, and climbing it was no hassle at all. When I reached the top though, I found it was crawling with the Baron's soldiers, so I once again attempted to take a stealthy approach. Oh my god, that could have been a really bad fall. That nearly went really wrong. I hadn't quite managed to remain undetected, but all the soldiers were now dead regardless. After a spot of looting, I headed inside the plant where shit hit the fan pretty quickly.
Clean escape!
What the hell?
It's breaking out!
With even more soldiers now dead, I was free to explore the plant and find out what was going on. I found a scientist hiding in a nearby lab, who I'm pretty sure revealed loads of interesting information to me, but I skipped it all, so I have no idea what he said. Still, I took his Ranger shotgun and some more ammo, before heading downstairs where I saw a mangled cage which foreshadowed some events to come. But before that, I needed to head down to the basement to collect a gas canister. Alright, I'm just getting on to the spooky basement part of this, which I believe is full of virals or something. You're supposed to do this entire section stealth, but to be honest, if it's just virals, I could probably just kill them all. Regardless, I decided to try the stealth approach initially, which went about as well as it always does. Well, that didn't last long, did it? My stealth abilities are awful. But my beast mode timing is impeccable. I think that's everyone. That's certainly one way to clear them all out. Makes my life a lot easier. I can just literally walk out with the gas canisters now. And that's pretty much exactly what I did. I took one of the canisters, went upstairs and put it in the back of a conveniently placed truck outside. I now had to drive it over to the junkyard, which should have been really simple, but I have a knack for doing things the hard way. Oh dear. Oh no. What have I done? Oh, I've got this well and truly stuck. Oh god, get out. Oh god. Okay, well that's that's really not ideal. What am I supposed to do about that? Right, I decided I'm just gonna get another gas canister and start again. I think that's gonna be easier. I am gonna have to run with it though, because there's now no car, which is fun, but that's fine. I went back down into the basement and grabbed myself another canister. A little part of me hoped that the truck would respawn at the exit, but that was definitely wishful thinking, and I ended up having to carry the canister all the way to the junkyard on foot. Over the wall. Oh man, is this really how I'm going to have to do this? There is potentially a truck up there, but I feel like it'll probably be quicker just to take it. It's only just over there by those rail carriages. They're not too far. Luckily, it really wasn't very far, and there weren't even any zombies to contend with, so it didn't take me long to reach the junkyard. Alright, this is the place. I know the exact Chimera fight that's coming up. And luckily, I'm not too worried about it, actually. I think it should be okay. It's going to be somewhat difficult, but I think I'm strong enough to just, you know, be able to manage it. As last words go, those were extremely ironic. My overconfidence really would be the thing to get me killed, but it wasn't quite time to meet the Reaper just yet. First, I had to deal with the Baron's men. Okay, they're all dead. I'm going to take a regeneration booster. I'm hoping if I can just use a few of my gadgets, it should work. I've got a Hand of Glover, and I've got some C4 and stuff, so this should be okay.
Holy shit.
Oh dear lord, that is a big boy. The behemoth was easily the strongest Chimera I had fought so far, but luckily most of his attacks were similar to a regular demolisher, which I had plenty of experience with now. I was so confident during this fight that I even took some time to grab some photos of the beast, which may have sounded dangerous, but me playing around with my gadgets turned out to be much worse. I tried using C4, which the behemoth prematurely detonated himself using a ground strike. And landmines were just as bad. Oh, ow, youchie, youchie. Okay, I was messing around with landmines. That was probably not the best idea. I need to try and lead him back over it now. Pay attention to this moment. Watch how pathetically the behemoth throws this car. Did you see that? Well, keep that in mind, because it'll be important in a moment. What the hell? Why did it just detonate? I'm gonna try a pipe bomb next. Oh, that was nowhere near him. What is wrong with me? Oh, that weirdly worked out. Okay, I can live with that. Holy shit. This was the moment everything went wrong. The moment my confidence would come crashing down. The behemoth decided that it was in fact capable of throwing cars, and my face was inches away from finding out just how dangerous that was. Fuck! Oh my god, he just flattened me with a car. I'm stuck. Guys, I'm stuck. I'm actually stuck. What the hell? I'm actually stuck. No. Oh, what? Am I dead? Oh, I'm dead. Whoa. No. Okay, revive serum. Go revive serum. Okay, please don't be stuck still. Okay, I'm not. Oh my god, I can't believe I've used my revive serum. What a nightmare. Oh god, it's not even a hard fight. I was just farting around. I literally said that me just messing around was gonna cause me to die. What an idiot. Okay, I need to just get this fight over and done with. No more messing around. The fun was officially over. From here on out, everything was on the line once again, and one wrong move could be my end. The aim now was to kill the behemoth as fast and as safely as possible, because I couldn't risk having another incident like that. The only consolation was that I was pretty overpowered for this fight, and the Chupaga made light work of the behemoth. I should have just done this from the beginning. I can't believe it. I messed this up so badly. There's literally no reason for me to have died there apart from getting stuck again. That's twice I've got stuck in this game and died. I'm just so lucky that I had the revive serum on me. That could have been so bad. The behemoth was dead, but I had sacrificed my only safety net to do so. I would receive more beast points for my trouble, but that was of little consolation to me right now. Was that worth it? Got my beast points, but at what cost? That revive serum was very, very valuable. I'm gonna have to see if I can find another one. I know there's a couple out there somewhere. Gonna have to work out where one is. Right, okay, well, that has to be worth it, so let's do the level up. I've got 4 beast points, which hopefully means beast control. That's the whole point of doing this. I can now control my beast meter, which is brilliant. The rest of this stuff, I'm not really that fussed about, to be honest. I guess I'll get launch. And I guess I'll get furious charge as well. I should be happy that that's all done, but I am seriously bummed out by that. I can't believe I got stuck again. I did nearly quit out the game, but I just, didn't want to be that guy. I wanted to just persevere. Was it worth it? I don't know. Oh, this is a bloody ambush if ever I've seen one.
Get in now!
Oh, God. So what I've actually managed to do by doing these quests is make everything much harder, because now I'm being bloody shot at constantly. Ambushing me right now was probably not a good idea, and the bandits would find that out the hard way. I was seriously in a foul mood, and I was even considering giving up for the day and coming back fresh tomorrow. Thankfully, the next stage of the quest was simply to return the blood sample to Olivia, which was so easy I couldn't really say no. Rather than trek all the way back to the monastery, I headed to the nearest safe zone and just fast travelled back to the national park. Okay, Olivia, give me some good news, please. I just want my grapple hook, and then I can get back to the mission. Today was just not my day, as after speaking to Olivia and then speaking to the sheriff over the radio, I was given yet another quest, which was the hardest one yet, especially without a revive serum. Vengeance is Mine is another pretty big story quest. And now that I don't have the revive serum, I'm not feeling confident again. I don't know whether I'm just going to maybe choose the villa or the industrial zone and just go and have some zombie killing therapy. I think that might be a better idea right now. I don't know where to choose. The villa area is slightly lower than the industrial area, but the villa area connects straight into the mental asylum, and I kind of like that kind of throughput. I could start up here, go through the villa, and then finish in the mental asylum, so long as I survive. So I actually think that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm not going to waste time running all the way over there. I'll head straight back up to the fast travel point here because I've already got some safe zones in the industrial zone. So it'd kind of be silly not to use the fast travel system right now. Right, here we are in the industrial zone. I've never put this ladder down. That's silly. Right, that's that done. Bunch of zombies here. The threat level is already almost half a bar down, which is pretty good. But I'm going to kind of start as I mean to go on, and I'm going to be pretty disciplined with how I clear this area. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to head all the way down this way. There's quite a lot of area that's rural here, so it's probably a good place to start there. Do the actual main industrial bit after that, and then finish down this way towards where the villa area joins up. And then we can move straight into the villa area. That's my idea. That's my plan. I'm going to probably... start there, I reckon. So I'm going to run there and get to work. I'd be silly if I didn't do that, right? I'm right here, literally. Another demolisher. It went great last time for me, didn't it? I mean, I guess it wasn't a regular demolisher, but still. There's a spitter here somewhere that I don't want to deal with before I do anything else. Right, spitter dealt with. I've got beast mode, and I can choose to activate it myself now, which is awesome. Let's kill this big guy nice and quick. And down he goes. Right, let's clean up the remainder. There's only a couple, I believe. Oh, one more. Can't get there in time. Oh, not quite. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's everyone. With the substation now clear of zombies, it was a really simple job to lockpick the door, head inside and turn on the power. For my trouble, I got the slaughter blueprint and the inhibitor charm blueprint, but nothing else of interest. Oh, the sun is going down. I'm still really close to a safe zone, so that's not really a problem. I'm not going to mess around though. I want to make sure I'm safe. Suddenly everything is much scarier again. I really wasn't messing around this evening. I got back to the safe zone with plenty of time to spare. Long gone were the days of running from the Alpha Volatile through the streets of Old Town. Now there were serious stakes once again, and I was determined to complete my challenge before I died. As usual, I spent my evening preparing for the next day. I bought some feathers and shotgun shells from the local trader and upgraded my bow to level 9. There wasn't really much else I could do right now, but hopefully tomorrow would be more positive. 7 o'clock. I think I'm just going to have an early bedtime, to be honest. There's no point waiting around. It's that time again while Kyle sleeps that I'd like to extend a thank you to everyone for watching, and especially to everyone watching who's a member. I really appreciate your support and hope these videos continue to be enjoyable and worthwhile. The amazing people on screen right now are my Ultra Mega Tier members who all go that extra mile with their support. John Whiteley, Bryn Sparks, Timon, Horatio, Avec Galante, Lost One, Inner Thighs, Johnny the Third, Jonathan, Simon PL, Chimera, Relics, Hey It's Nova, Helen Keller, the SCP Overlord, Turok, and Zalan. If you'd like to become a member as well and get a shout out in these videos, the join button is right below this video. If that's not for you, then maybe consider dropping me a like, a comment, and of course subscribing if you're really enjoying this video. Right then, that's enough from me. Let's get back to Castor Woods. Right. I'm still a little bummed out about yesterday. Really unhappy that I've lost the revive serum. Oh man, okay, I think I'll just kill some zombies to try and cheer myself up today. Starting with this guy, I guess. I thought overnight I might have come to terms with yesterday's brush with death, but it was still weighing heavily on me. I was annoyed with the behemoth, I was annoyed with the game, and worst of all, I was annoyed with myself for being stupid enough to let it happen. I needed an outlet, some catharsis to help deal with the stress, and luckily I just happened to be in a brand new region, swarming with zombies who would be the perfect target for my frustration. I think that was potentially the longest consecutive streak of killing zombies I've ever done. But like, I literally probably did that all day. The sun is definitely setting. What is the time now? Yeah, 20 past 6. Whew, I'm tired. It was a bit therapeutic. I'm still pretty bummed out about the revive serum, if I'm honest. But hey, what can you do about it? It's all in the past now. I don't know whether it's worth having a quick check inside this hardware store. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a volatile in there, so I don't really want to bother. I probably do need to get back to a safe zone, because I don't know where the nearest one is right now. Yeah, that's what I thought. The nearest one that I can actually use is all the way at the end of the highway, or I guess I could just jump across into Recreation Island and use that one. That might actually be the best idea. I can have a very quick peek in here. Still got a little bit of time before the sun sets. We might as well use it. I am 99% sure there's going to be volatiles in here, so it's just not worth even trying it. Even though I do really want... Ah. Doesn't look like volatiles to me. It's just a goon. That's fairly straightforward, to be honest. You want to risk it? It was definitely a risk. But from what I could see, this dark zone looked relatively straightforward and could potentially yield some high-value rewards. Well, there's half of them dead. I've got a beast mode, so this should actually be pretty doable. This is the moment I'm going to find out there's a volatile hiding in here somewhere. What we really don't want to find out. Oh, there is! Oh, I fucking knew there would be. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. What the hell? Why is there a volatile in there? Oh, man, we were doing so well. I thought we were going to clear that. Absolute bastard. I just can't risk it. I can't even risk it in beast mode. They can still kill you fairly easy. Oh, man. If I had the revive serum, I probably would have tried it. But without it, just not worth it. And now I'm running into even more problems. This is so great. Okay, well, that wasn't much of a problem, but still. Well, that definitely didn't go to plan. But survival was now my main goal, so it was a success in that regard. It was time now, though, to get back to a safe zone. But a discovery along the way would have me risking my life once again. Oh no, I just found the code to the locker outside the hardware store. Oh, why do I do this to myself? I've got to go and check it. I've got to see what's in there, and then I can run to the safe zone. We should have time. Use the code, open up, what we got? Beginner manual pages, UV bar, military medkit, and some morphine. Okay, that's pretty worth it. It's always nice to have more UV bars, even though I don't actually think I've ever even used one. That was somewhat worthwhile. But now I really did need to get to safety for the night. The safe zone at the power station was visible in the distance, so shouldn't have taken too long to get to. After a quick swim across the river and a little run towards the power station, I was home free. I think I'm getting back with plenty of time to spare. Did just hear a zombie? Makes me a little bit nervous. Oh yeah, one hit. That guy spawns fairly regularly, even though this is restored. Not entirely sure why. Right then, this is the safe zone. I'm glad that we finally unlocked this one as well, actually. I'd have been kind of screwed this evening without it. So that Power Gambit mission has been really useful in multiple ways. Let's have a quick check, see what we can craft. I want to make arrows. That's kind of my main thing right now. Can't make any more, but I can make some throwing knives, which we know are just as good. And the rest of this, I guess I'll leave, really. Maybe some more bandages. I seem to be going through a lot of bandages recently. It's kind of worrying. Do you know what? I'm also going to build myself a tempered crowbar. I really like the tempered crowbar. It's probably my favorite weapon. I've said that multiple times in the past. I did like the eager, but it's just, you know, tempered crowbar is on another level. With all that done, I was nearly ready for bed. Before that, though, I realised it had been quite some time since I last looked at what I was wearing, and whether or not I could make some improvements. I did exactly that, and Kyle ended up going from this to this, which is an improvement, I promise. With sexy Kyle Crane sorted, I called it a day. Okay, I think that's more than enough for one day. Time for bed, and I really need it today.